Alright, the number 181 probably of my accountability to myself. I appreciate everyone's attention who watches this, and bro, I don't lie how yeah, it's better. Um, so today I was tracking how my day, so I've got a little to share with, and also I've got such an unquenchable desire to get a Chevrolet Camaro. The price of this car is 50K dollars. Well, I don't have 50K dollars, alright? And I don't know why did I mention it, but just in this evening, I just thought about that and I was like, God damn. And also today when I was outside, when I was walking, I also saw this car was passing by me slowly, and I was like, damn, this is the car. Like I can't say that I've been dreaming, because I would say the dream is something bigger than just material things, but I've been having this desire of this car like for a while, right? But today it just got so strong, and I was thinking like, how could I get those money? Like, what could I fucking do to afford it in 1 year? And I need to keep thinking about that. Most likely I'm gonna forget about this in a couple of days, but anyways, so probably first thing, um yeah, I didn't work on my bot, so there's nothing to share with about my day. I woke up at 7:30. It took me 18 minutes to brush my teeth, to make my bed, to look in the window. Literally, I just opened the window and I was looking in the window for a while, breathing with fresh air and thinking about life. Then I spent 15 minutes to read, and then I was supposed to execute my internship assignment in 2 hours, but I spent 3 hours 45 minutes, almost twice longer than I expected. Then I joined to Voice with my friends because they asked me to join, so I just joined, and it took 15 minutes, not that much. Afterwards, I went to have my shower, which took 13 minutes. Then I dried my hair and I get dressed to go out. In total, it took 30 minutes. Then I was walking, and it turned out to be harder than I expected to reach 10,000 steps, because I was walking for more than 1 hour. I'm walking pretty fast, and I've got only 6,000 steps. Why? So it's whatever. I returned home. I was cooking my breakfast at 2 p.m. At 2:30 p.m. I was having my breakfast, and afterwards, what's that? A bit of, oh yeah, I was some educational content for a while. I also watched, but it's whatever. Then I spent 10 minutes meditating. I genuinely started liking that, because it seems like my feeling is a little better after this kind of meditation. Then I spent 30 minutes watching YouTube videos, but it was mostly about AI. It's something, something that makes sense. It was not just entertainment content, so it's not that bad. Then I spent 2 hours 15 minutes studying English vocabulary, and I noticed that since the beginning of this month I went through 53 English words hyphen phrases, and it's not enough. Over the past 10 days, over wait, we have like 30 days during the month, and during the first 10 days, I'm supposed to go through approximately 56 words to execute my plan. And even though I'm spending 2 hours almost every day learning those words, I don't even meet those requirements. So it's low-key tough to learn that much words, but it's whatever, it's alright. Well, yeah, 2 hours 15 minutes just studying English. I don't know, it's so chilling when I have my music in the background and I'm just learning those words. That's pretty nice. Then I had my snack plus watching a little of skateboarding, which took almost 50 minutes. Damn, too much. Then I spent more or less 1 hour 20 minutes studying French, but the problem was that my structure was a little broken and it was not that productive because I feel that low-key I could say my French is A2, but at the same time sometimes I cannot express some basic things, but I can express some harder things, so I don't really have structure. That's why I'm not really enjoying studying language on my own, but I decided to implement some more structure, so I will try to go topic by topic, but I'm gonna first watch videos to gain some vocabulary, then I'm gonna be writing text about that topic, and after writing the topic, I'm gonna be speaking about the topic. Those 3 steps is a powerful leverage to study one topic. And yeah, I wanted to say bien sûr. And of course, I need to put down some words to create columns so I can remember those words and I can work with them. But it takes a lot of time. Actually, it takes so much time to repeat those words, especially when this is our French words. It's so hard. It takes so long to write every word. Hell no. Well, afterwards, I spent nearly 30 minutes just texting, just chatting, and then since 9 p.m. up to 11:50 p.m. I spent to have my dinner, then to talk in voice with my friends, and then I also already brushed my teeth, so I'm going to sleep right after this video. Well, it's not most productive day. Again, still I have wait, 6 hours? No way, even more. Like I spent for internship plus reading a book, it was 4 hours in the morning, then 2 hours 15 for English, which equals to 6 hours 15, and then plus French, which actually gives over 7 hours, like 7.5, but still it does not feel productive. Well, tomorrow I need to try to first, what could I eliminate? First, normally I don't spend time talking with my friends in voice. It's really a rare occasion. So a rare occurrence occasion. I'm not wait, I'm so curious to figure out the exact translation of the word occasion. Yeah, it was a fine. It was a rare occasion to talk with my friends. Yes, it's alright. Then, every time I say this, when I have my breakfast, I don't need to watch anything. But this time I watched educational content which didn't keep me for a long time. I mean, once I finished having my breakfast, I was willing to turn off this video because the type of content I was consuming was a little heavy and I didn't really want to go deep into the topic, you know. So yeah, so it's not bad. I shouldn't really watch entertainment content while I'm having my breakfast. That's the first thing. I need some clearer structure regarding French, and I need to go to sleep earlier. I don't know, the problem actually that in the morning I spent almost 4 hours for my internship, which took a lot of my effort, which took a lot of my time. That's why I did not execute everything that I was supposed to get done today. And yeah, low-key, taking shower, then dry my hair. I don't know, I need to live my day tomorrow and to see how it's going tomorrow, because obviously tomorrow I will be also checking everything, because as I mentioned, I want to be doing it for a while, ideally to the end of this challenge. And probably one of the things that I would like to mention today is that I put down is that your brain is machine. The data you give defines the output you receive. Meaning, if you are consuming knowledge, you are feeding your brain with knowledge and you're producing knowledge. If you're consuming garbage, if you're constantly scrolling, your brain processes this information and then you produce garbage. So it's very important what is your input, because you cannot have ideas about neuroscience if you're watching some memes. You know what I mean? So it's impossible to get idea about some topic if you are not getting any information about the topic. That's why I firmly believe that it would be way better to constantly consume some kind of educational content or some kind of content that makes you reflect instead of just wasting your time. Because as a result, you're thinking about those things and you're producing them. They become your thoughts, and then you produce your thoughts, you provide your thoughts in a way of speaking. So it's very important what you're consuming and what you're thinking about. So, for example, for me personally, I would recommend to myself to focus more on some heavy information, because I remember a couple of months ago, I used to listen at least a couple of hours per day, some heavy information. When the guy talks about the brain functions, he uses fairly advanced vocabulary, which was also not really easy to process. Sometimes I needed to translate some words. It does not have any background music. It does not have any intensity. That was just content when the guy reads or talks about something. But that's something that's like, by and large, that idea, it was interesting to me. Like, I was interested in understanding how my brain works in a specific case. What else do I have? Yeah, and yesterday I mentioned also about the idea that how unlucky is the person who is lucky with his genetic or with another thing that he got in his life, because What Alex Hormozy said, that thank God I didn't win $1 billion, because if I had, I don't think I would be me. Think about how unlucky they are because they never had the opportunity to go through the way you get to go through to become the person you are getting to become. So what is basically the idea? The idea is that if the person wins $1 million and you don't, it doesn't mean that the person lucky and you need to hate your life. It basically means that for that person, it didn't take any effort literally to earn those money, and he's not gonna strive for earning those money because he's already gotten them, and most likely he's gonna spend them stupidly and ruin his life even more. Most of the cases it happens that way when people win lottery. But in your case, you've got the opportunity to prove that you are capable of earning those money. Because if you are building, you're improving, and then you're reaching that point of $1 million, we can say you have the same amount of money as that person. But you are way stronger, you're way better. And for example, if you go to another area, you will outplay this person like 10 times faster, 20 times faster, because this person is not adjusted to achieving through putting some effort. But you are. You became that person. The same analogy to gym. For example, there's a person who has a great genetic. He just sometimes goes to the gym. He doesn't really have proper nutrition. He neglects his sleeping, and he's putting a lot of muscles. He's gaining his weight pretty successfully. And here's you. You're eating a lot. You're consistent with your sleep schedule, with your nutrition, with your training, and this person outperforms you anyway. But at some point, you're reaching his point, and you seem to be equal, even though the amount of effort is not equal between you, the amount of effort that you put to get those results. Meaning, if you go into any other area in this life where this person does not have luck, you will outperform him always, because he's not adjusted to grind to that extent as you used to do. I hope it's more or less understandable what I mean. If you're getting it by luck, you don't have the opportunity to change yourself as a person to be able to achieve in other areas, because you managed to reach by luck, not by who you are. And if you are capable of reaching it by who you are, then you can apply those efforts in any other area. You got this experience. Like if you got discipline in sport, you can get discipline in studies. But if you got luck in sport because of genetic, you cannot get luck in studies. You need to learn how to study, how to be disciplined. But here's another thing. It's so hard to reach that level that people... So there's first type of people who are, say, lucky, and they reach something effortlessly. Whereas you are supposed to grind to reach that level. And for you, it's way harder. And most likely, most of the people are going just to give up while getting to that level. And then, of course, the only justification they have is that, oh, this person is lucky. Yes, that's it. What I can do, right? So it's very important to be aware of your capacity to always grow, always become better, because it's always hard. You always go through something unpleasant. It's always, from time to time, uncomfortable. You always need to encounter your fear. But that's the point, that only through all those moments you're becoming that strong person. So you shouldn't rely on luck. That's the first thing. And if you are not lucky, then you are lucky to get that person who you can become. You can reach your peak without luck, being better than people who reach the same results but having some luck. Tough. All right, it's 12 a.m. Well, I should go to bed, and also I need to schedule my day for tomorrow. So that's it for today, and see you in the next one.